Friday night, August the 8th, Championship Wrestling returning to the fair city of Albany, New York, and scheduled to be on hand at the Washington Avenue Armory, an extraordinary six-man tag team match. 6 of the world's greatest wrestling competitors will be in there with a 2-hour time limit and the best 3 out of 5 falls. Scheduled on one side, the Blackjacks. Blackjack Mulligan and Blackjack Lanza, and they'll be teaming up with European heavyweight wrestling champion Waldo von Erich. An awesome threesome, to say the least. They'll be facing an equally great threesome in the pride of Pawhuska, Oklahoma, Chief Jay Strongbow. Jay Strongbow teaming up with Dean Ho and Tony Garea. And speaking of Jay Strongbow, let's bring him on now and get his reaction to this 6-man tag team match. And Jay, this is going to be an exciting match, but it's going to be a match where you're going to have to watch yourself and everyone else in there because it could be a very dangerous match.
Well, there's no need of telling the danger of a 6-man tag match because I believe everybody understands it. But the real danger is when you get a combination like we have to go against. There's actually 5 against 3, you might say.
Well, of course, you're referring to the managers, Fred Blassie representing Waldo von Erich, and then again, Lou Albano representing the Blackjacks.
I believe that Fred Blassie and Lou Albano should be banned from the building. I don't believe they should be let in the building. I was talking to my 2 partners, and I think they agree with me the same way. Albano and Blassie are just thorns in people's sides. They get in there and interfere in matches where many times they interfere in matches when I believe that their men actually would lose the match. I've seen times when I was in the match with some of Albano's men and some of Blassie's men where I had the match won, and deliberately he'd go inside there and interfere with the match and cause a disqualification or some other mayhem in there. But we're ready for him, and I know the people out there will bear with us, and we're going to give them everything we can, and I know that we're always trying, and I know that they know we're always trying.
No doubt about that, Jay. You, of course, and Dean Ho and Tony Garea, extraordinary competitors in every sense of the word. One factor you're going to have to face is the power. The power of the Blackjacks. They're up around 6'7", so up around the 300-pound mark.
You know, I was in a grocery store, and I won't say the town it was in, and I went inside the grocery store, and the manager was panicking. And there, the Blackjacks were near squashing apples at the produce counter just for meanness. They went through this squashing apples, and I don't think that's right either. Going to a store like that, and a man is trying to make a living and showing how strong their grip is, just grabbing a bunch of apples and start squishing them, is not right. And I know one thing: if they think they can put that thing on me, there's going to be some trouble, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chief Jay Strongbow, of course, Chief Jay Strongbow, a little bit leery of the Iron Claw, the Blackjacks, and, of course, the talents of Waldo von Erich as well. Right now, let's bring on Fred Blassie, Louis Albano, and the representatives.
McMahon, we heard the Indian out there in the anteroom over there talking about Albano and Blassie should be banned. Why? There are all these so-called fair-haired wrestlers saying Blassie and Albano should be banned. Well, I guarantee they got enough to worry about this trio right here. Right, Captain?
Daddy, when you talk about breaking apples, the Indian already copping a please, running scared, baby. Of course, he's afraid of the pressure applied by the Iron Claw, Daddy. The black glove, baby. Let me tell you what it's all about. We're going to show you right out here sometime what we can do with an apple. We pop them apples like Bowden House pie. But champions go through fruit markets and squash 200-300 apples at a time. So what? Don't cost us nothing, Daddy. And let me tell you something else, brother. You see, when the Indian comes out here and talks the way... Pay attention to me, I'm talking, brother. When the Indian comes out here and he talks the way he does, you know he's running scared, baby. He's claiming Albano may interfere. He's claiming Blassie may interfere. Why don't he worry about the match? Don't worry about the captain and Freddie Blassie. You know what I mean, Daddy? What do you want to do? Ask a few questions. Go ahead, kid.
Well, Mr. Albano, giving credit where credit is due, of course, the Blackjacks, extremely powerful, accompanied with Waldo von Erich. It's an awesome threesome. There's no doubt about that.
You said it. You said it. That's the first time you told the truth today. An awesome trio, I guarantee you. 3 men going against 3 babies. And I guarantee you when they get them in the ring, that's just what they're going to do. Play with them like a bunch of little babies. And when the time comes when the captain and I give the signal, that's when it'll be the finish of Dean Ho, Tony Garea, and his chief, Jay Strongbow, the Indian that speaks with a forked tongue.
Just take a look at the 3 of them, Daddy. They're right in front of you. How tall are you, baby? About 6'4", aren't you? Look at this. You're a midget, baby. You're a midget compared to these 3 champions. Yeah, my man stands 6'7". 6'7", 6'5.5", baby. You're talking about a little short Indian. You're talking about a little Mickey Mouse guy with a big head, Dean Ho. And you're talking about a baby-faced punk. You know what I mean, brother? That's what it is, Daddy. You're talking about nothing. I want to tell you something. As far as power, baby, we got it. As far as size, we got it. As far as speed, we got it. And as far as intestinal fortitude, Daddy, it's all there. And the main thing is the guiding.